Yo, what is up guys? It's my Green here. Today I'm making quite a different video than usual. It's going to be maybe a little bit of a short video, but I'm going to give my thoughts on a new update with the new quest, Kindred Spirits, and Linza, new Barrow's sister, I guess. It's not really a sister, but whatever. I'm going to be explaining a little bit of the quest as well. Going to be giving a little bit of a description of what happens, spoilers ahead and whatnot. If you're into that kind of stuff, then I don't know. If I if I don't forget, I might add like a little skip button, or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna start off by giving all the requirements for the quest, and I'm going to describe it a little bit and give my thoughts and explanations on it. In order to start the quest, you're going to have 60 agility, 60 crafting, 60 herblore, and 60 smithing. Now, these skills seem kind of unnecessary to me, to be honest, but I'm going into detail into that later on. And you're also going to be needing Missing Presumed Death, the quest, and part 7 of Max Cases, I think. I'm not quite sure on that one. You can probably find it somewhere on the wiki page. But yeah. So what's happening in the quest? Spoilers ahead. I wrote this down, by the way, so if it sounds kind of scripted, that's why. But yeah, basically Mag has gone missing and you're going to search her together with Linza. And eventually you end up with Sliske's emissary, and she will tell you that Sliske got kidnapped and that you should save him. After you escape the prison together with Sliske, he will reveal to you that you're basically just another pawn in his sick game. And if you win the game, you're going to get an Armadillo staff, which is quite sick, but obviously you're not going to get that. And when his game plan goes to shit, he gets angry and he turns Linza into one of his whites. Basically another Barrow guy, whatever. And after that, you're going to have to escape the place in a similar fashion as to when you loot a Barrow's chest. If you know what I mean, like you loot the chest and you have to run away and everything starts to shake and blah blah blah. Same thing, but you actually take a little bit more damage from falling rocks, and eventually he spawns in like these monsters that start attacking you. And after that is finished, you'll get access to a new Barrow's extension, which is Linza's Tomb. Now, the overall design for this quest and everything, I really enjoyed it. Everything looked really good and it looked kind of fresh, actually. Like, I don't really know what it had a little bit of like a Saw feeling, like the Saw movies where they torture somebody and whatnot. Pretty unique and original in my opinion. Obviously kind of ripped off from the movie, but for RuneScape it was pretty original. I also really liked the humor because there was quite some sarcasm involved. Like at one point you have to save Varrock. Varrock is chained to like 2 statues, and in order to save him you have to rip a key out of his body. Basically you have to cut him open and get a key out of him, and you have to save him, which is pretty gruesome, and he gets pretty pissed at you and you have to do it anyways, and afterwards he gets very sarcastic about it. So that's pretty funny in my opinion. And overall the quest was very easy. Like this is where like the skills come in place, what I was going to talk about. Like the skills are very unnecessary in my opinion. Like the level 60 skills that you needed for it were like, they're good requirements for like a normal quest where you might need the skills, but you didn't use any skills in this quest. Basically you just did dialogue options and there were a lot of cutscenes, so there was really no involvement on that sort of place, I guess. So in my opinion those are pretty useless. And as Linza has changed into one of Sliske's whites, she's now a new addition to the Barrow boss minigame thing, complete with her own equipment set. So she quite literally became the boss of the Barrows because she has about 12 times as much HP as all the other brothers, and she takes little to no damage at all. And added to that is like, of course, her armor set bonus, which is whenever she's attacked there's like a chance that you will receive a percentage of damage you dealt back in your face, basically. So I'm pretty sure that actually applies when you wear the outfit as well. But I'm not sure if that same thing happens when PvMing, when like a monster attacks you, that he basically gets the damage returned to him. So I'm not quite sure about that. Also, this is like the first Barrow's armor set which includes a shield, so that may or may not be the reason to her tankiness. I'm not quite sure about that though. With that being said, she's very hard to kill without proper gear and prayers in my opinion. I just recently started getting into PVMing a bit, and seeing the fact that I don't have Soul Split yet is making everything a tad bit more difficult. Like previous Barrow Brothers, like I'd never really required much food to kill them. I could last like hours on end without banking at all. I'm not counting accuracy with this, by the way, because I don't have any experience with him, because I can't kill him yet. And now with Linza, I have to bank like every 3 runs, which is so stupid. It's ridiculous. It's really annoying, because now I have to bank every half an hour, which I did like 2 or 3 runs in that time, which is really not a lot. And yeah, that might be because I'm really not using any prayers, and I'm actually just using Guthan's armor, so I'm like almost 100% certain that Soul Split and better gear would make this like 10 times as easy. And I've always seen Barrows like as a low level boss for making good money, which I'm actually very sure about it, because when I was like level 70 combat or something, I always used to do that and make my money through that, and I still do. But with the addition of Linza, I can barely do it as a combat level 120, which is, I mean, I'm pretty ashamed of that, to be honest, but I really need to get my prayer grind on so I can get Soul Split and whatnot. So yeah, and maybe it's also because of Legacy, but I doubt that, because I actually tried doing EOC a bit just a few hours ago and didn't really make like a big difference. If anything at all, it only made it worse for me, because I don't know how to play EOC, and I basically died way quicker, and I had to use a lot more food, so it was really stressful. But it's most likely because my setup isn't the best and I don't have the right prayers, like I was saying. But I was really looking forward to this new quest, so I could finally get a chance at making like mad bank through Barrows because of the new items, you know. But it only disappointed me because it takes a lot more time to do Barrows, and yeah, it's really not worth it that much. But yeah, I still enjoy doing Barrows though, but it only halved the amount of Barrow runs I could do in an hour, so I feel like I really can't make any money right now. But I'm still going to continue grinding away at Barrows in hopes of getting good luck. I've already gotten a Tory chest piece, which is worth quite a bit, but obviously Linza's equipment would be way better since it's like skyrocketing at the time of making this video. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys found this video maybe like a little bit useful if you want to do the quest, if you see like, if you think that it's worth it or not. Hope you guys enjoyed this anyways. I'm going to be continue making videos obviously, and I'm already having like a really good idea for a video where I, like right now I'm just grinding away at Barrows, and I want to make a video like maybe at the end of the week or something where I just sell all my shit and basically make like a loot tap sell video or whatever. It might not be as much, it's not going to be in the hundreds of millions coins, but it's just going to be like a few mil, probably maybe around 10 to 20 mil, which is good enough for me because I don't really make that much money at all. So hopefully you guys are going to stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.